What is going on, guys? It's David Clayton of KZR Racing again, and welcome again to my F1 Manager 22 career mode for round number 3, the Australian Grand Prix at Albert Park. If you guys did miss the last video, be sure to check out my channel, and I will leave a link in the edits at the end. But for now, we've got to go through a few minor details and everything before we get through into the next race. That is including this chassis design. So the design has finally been done for our new chassis. If we have a look at the email, what else have we got here? That's the post-race. Yeah, we know it was a difficult race. Disappointed with the team below expectation. Well, that's just where we are. Cronin. On separate note, our telemetry shows that medium speed cornering of car 1 could be better compared to the rest of the grid. Design a new part. Well, we can do. Let's because we've got medium speed cornering. We'll do the rear wing. Yeah, we'll do the rear wing. That's probably the better. So we go 3 hours, do the same here, but we will go to design focus, go up on medium speed, and a little bit on high speed as well, and a little on drag reduction. So go down. That's probably that'll probably be ideal. So let's go to development. We will go. It's going to take a while, so we'll have to put some. Might as well put all the remaining engineers available on it. We'll go. Yeah, we'll go with all the available engineers. It's probably better right now. We've got plenty of cash to burn. We've got 38.5 million. So let's do that. Get that rear wing. So we'll go manufacture the next chassis. We'll get 2 going and put it on 75k for rushed. So that should come in before the next race, I hope, for the 2 cars at least. So let's get that building. So we're going to have a new chassis. The underfloor is still in development. I'm not too sure when that is. And the first chassis is going to be ready for Australia, but the second chassis won't be. So we're going to have to. I won't use the first chassis. I want to wait until I get both of them, so both drivers have a fair chance. Or I might just get Seb on. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to have Seb run the new chassis when that comes. Through. Okay, 19 years old. He's 72 rated, which is not bad. Scouting level detailed. He's open to negotiating. I'm not going to propose a contract to him just yet. I'm going to keep him to one side. But the one thing I need to have a look at is the engineer. Go back to the inbox. So let's have a look at him. He's the chief. He's the chief technical chief. So he's 78. Compare staff. Yeah, he's just completely better in every way. So I may pull the trigger on this. Let's see what he says. He's got 1 year on the contract. Again, I'll see how it goes. I'll see how it goes until mid-season, but I'm pretty certain I want to end up hiring him in any way. The other thing I need to look at is head of aerodynamics. So let's do that. Again, yeah, that's the problem. All the top guys were taken, so the highest free agent that we can get is Salim Indongo, I believe that is. I apologise if I butchered that. Outside of that, you got Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, Alpine, Alfa Romeo, Alfa Tauri, and then yeah, we've got we have got officially the worst head of aerodynamics you can possibly get who's hired. So I think this is a must right now. So we're gonna go detail scout on this person. for detailed. And then what I do plan on doing, if I go to the technical stuff, who was it I scout? Do I get him now though? That's the thing. Do I get him now? Compare, let me compare. Does he have any... Let's have a look at the full profile. Yeah, I'll wait for now, but the head of aerodynamics needs to be changed for definite. That needs to be sorted out ASAP. And then I need to go to car parts now. Manage to build a car 1, chassis, change parts, and we're going to stick the only one we got on Sebastian and see how that performs in regards to the next race at Australia. So let's head on into the weekend then.
Welcome to Melbourne for a weekend of fierce competition. We're a stone's throw from the beach here at the Albert Park Circuit. It might be party mood in the grandstands, but in the paddock, expectations and tensions are high. The Albert Park Circuit is bursting with rapid corners and a long straight where drivers can push their speed to the limits. Good attention to medium speed downforce will likely make beating this beast of a track just a little bit easier. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. The competition is on.
Okay, here we are in the build-up for Australia. We got the new part on Vettel's car. We are going to go to do the same as we've done before. We're going to simulate the first practice session. See whereabouts we stand here. First practice completed. Any form of improvement? Not really. Not really. What's setup saying? 5250. So we'll use. We'll go in practice 2. We'll simulate that one as well. So that was confidence 50. So yeah, well, right. Simulate the second practice as well. Hopefully we can zero in a little bit more using the AI. Any improvement? Not likely. Nope. Same old, same old. So characterization, not a big jump in terms of setup performance. Right. So we are going to skip through here. Skip past this one. And let us go to practice 3 and take this one ourselves. See if we can dial in on the setup a little bit. We'll start with Seb first, see where he is.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Oh no. Optimal on the oversteer. Bad braking stability, bad cornering. Right, fiddling around with the setup. We're going to send Seb out on that and see how he goes. Run plan will bump him up to... We'll keep it on 15 actually. That seems to be working out for him, and we'll confirm. Stroll, what has he said? Great, bad, good, great, bad. So he needs more braking stability and a little bit less on the straights. Alright, we're going to go for that one, try for Stroll. Takes up a lot of time to do that in free practice. I probably should see if I can edit that before I go into free practice. It'll be a lot time consuming. I could just send them straight out then. But we'll send out Vettel first. Let him get the end of the pit lane, and then we'll send Stroll out. There goes the Williams. So we'll just let them get up to speed and see what they say on the strategy front. Oh, we just had a thing from Stroll saying his tyres are dead.
How many laps am I going to get on these?
He still hasn't finished doing his thing. I've got to
Scrapping a good tyres.
let's go on to his pace. Let's tell him to conserve.
Okay.
Make his tyres last a little bit longer because I want him to get his acclimatisation done before he comes back in.
Okay.
Okay, start confidence 76 with Vettel, so that's his tyres are also
Car's
done.
good.
Soft
All
tyres
good,
don't go long on around all around Australia, so that's going to have to play into our strategy. I'm going to call him in. Right, let's reconfigure Seb. He's 76. He's still bad on traction. Right, we'll give that a go with Sebastian, and then we'll stick him on set of medium tyres. And then for Stroll, he didn't give us full feedback. Oh, okay. Good optimal, right. Right, we'll send him back out as he is. We'll stick him on a set of medium tyres as well. He's not going to go long, so that'll be... It won't take long to set that up. Okay, Stroll's already done, so we will send him out. Just get him straight out. And then speed up for Sebastian. Okay, good job with the car. That's from Stroll. So what has Stroll said? 82%, okay. That's pretty good. So let's bump up his pace. And let's just keep him out there for as long as possible until he needs to come in. And then we'll send Seb out when he finishes reconfiguring. Okay, that took way long for Seb to configure than I thought it would, but let's get him out straight away. And now it's just a question of basically keeping Stroll out until he gets full parts knowledge and track acclimatisation, which he should already have now. But as for Sebastian, we will let him do his thing. Right, I'm just going to pause here and see what Stroll's setup is. Good, optimal, good, optimal, good. I'm kind of happy with that. I'm not going to mess around too much with that, so I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to leave him in the garage for now. He's done what he needs to do. So for now, let's fast forward and get Seb's acclimatisation up. Okay, Seb's come back in. He didn't get the full acclimatisation. 83%. So let's get him back in.
Well done.
Call him in.
That was great.
Copy.
He should be back in, yep. So have a quick look at his setup. He's a lot closer to Tsunoda, so that the chassis upgrade, along with pushing him a little bit, is actually quite encouraging. Okay, so let's go through into qualifying, manage qualifying 1. See what Sebastian can do. Yeah, Stroll's coming up to the end of his hot lap now. So, well, he's got green sectors at the moment. So, here he goes now into the final few corners. Bottas goes fast as 1:19.6. I know Stroll's not going to touch him at that pace. Through the final corner. What have you got to say, Stroll, as we go on board and cross the line? Yeah, 2 seconds off for Safin, sounds about right. Now if we go to Sebastian, he comes out the final corner. Where's he going to slot in? And he goes 4th, 1.9 off. We'll have to see, boys. We'll have to see. It's still not looking encouraging at the moment, but we'll see where everyone goes after their first lap. And, right, we'll send Stroll out now on an empty track. And then we will wait for Sebastian. Get him out now before everyone else goes. I think an Alpine slipped out in front. A lot of cars are slipping out in front. Oh, no. Oh no, they're all going at the same time. Please let my boy out, thank you. So if we go, let me go back on Seb. Yeah, he's crossing the line now, so he's all good. Let's go back to Stroll. He was down in the first sector, he's better in the second. Where is he going to filter out? going into the line. Barry back on board again. Can he improve though through the last sector? He goes green, but he stays where he is. He only improved by 1/10. But that's him done, so he's guaranteed out. Let's follow Sebastian now for the rest of the lap. Comes up to the new section through what is the new 9 and 10. Through along here. DRS open. Oh no, there's no DRS in this game. They didn't implement it like they did in real life. But yeah, Hamilton goes up to 4th, Gasly 7th. So where's Vettel's on the cusp, and there he goes with Schumacher going up. Russell's now on the cusp, but he should be putting in his lap soon. That should be him coming out the final corner on the mini-map. Where's Vettel? He's improved in both first and second sectors, so it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Mick Schumacher, he's 5/10. I don't know if Seb's going to gain that, though, in all honesty. He goes to the line. Barely improves. Barely improves. Albon finishes. Just waiting for Magnussen's last car. He's no doubt going to go up. And, yep, there it is. Seb was only a 10th quicker than Stroll with the new chassis. It's concerning, guys. It's concerning. Very, very concerning. We're out in Q1 again, and we've barely improved with the new chassis part on Seb. We'll have to see how that works in the race. Here we are then at the main hub. Let's go to the strategy for Seb. We are going to... We did this strategy, and it seemed to work last time with Stroll. So let's see if we can get this to work. Lap 34 will have Seb in for lap 34. So we'll go back there, and we're going to select that one for Seb. We're going to go with plan C on Sebastian, and then for Lance we are also going to do that, but we're going to have him, because he's harder on his tyres than Sebastian, so we're going to keep him where he is on lap 33, and we're just going to see how it pans in terms of tyre wear for both of them.
A somewhat overcast day for the drivers, who've now taken position on the grid. And there's Sebastian Vettel. With their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. There's Lance Stroll, down the grid. They're in the back half of the pack, so they'll need to work hard if they want a podium finish. And we're just moments away now. Get ready for the Australian Grand Prix. And it's lights out.
And here we go. Right, Seb, you are going to go full on overtake at the start. See if we can get some more places again. He down the inside. Oh, he's alongside Schumacher. Go on, Seb. Go on. He's ahead of Schumacher. That's one car down. Oh, he's ahead of both Hasses, actually. I didn't realise that. Stroll's got him ahead of one. But that other Haas is coming back down the inside of him now. That is Schumacher. He's going to go around the outside. Come on, Seb. Keep it going, keep it going. He's still fighting Schumacher, and he's ahead of him. Right, back onto neutral. Way to go, Sebastian. He's jumped 2 places again. But it's a case of whether he can hold him off. That's the thing. It's Lance as well. He's gotten ahead of K-Mag. Magnussen had a shocking start. Dropped down to where he is now. So we're going to go on to, as we go through this lap, we're going to go on to defend to protect ourselves from Magnussen a little bit. Yeah. Vettel is still got Schumacher for company. And then into there, so Stroll's all good. So follow this for the first lap at least. Sebastian has got Schumacher's right on him. Stroll is doing his best to be an absolute nuisance to Magnussen. But again, yeah, we're just dropping. We're already 8 tenths behind Ricciardo, and we're barely done a lap now. So again, it's only a matter of, again, I get the feeling it's only going to be a matter of time before those Hasses do eventually get past us. So Schumacher is on the mediums, so he should be getting past Vettel at some point, but we could probably hold up Magnussen for a little bit. He's on the hards with us. Both the Williams are on the mediums. No soft tyre runners as well, so it'll be the 2-stop was available for 2 sets of mediums, so I'm wondering if we saw the soft tyres, they barely struggled with Stroll for 13 laps, 12-13 laps, so everyone's probably going to be avoiding the soft tyre around here like the plague at this moment in time. And Seb is under threat from Schumacher. Yeah, a little bit of defensive ERS going. Stroll, in the meanwhile, has gone defensive. Oh, can you hang him out to dry, Stroll? Can you hold him out to dry, mate? Just about. Right, we're going to have to go back to Sebastian here, because I don't want him vulnerable to Schumacher, so let's deploy all the way down the straight, and then we'll defend with Stroll.
Okay.
That should give us a little bit of breathing room. Go back to there. He's pulled a little bit of a gap with Schumacher, but it's, like I said, it's going to be an inevitability that he'll overtake us. Their cars are still so much faster than ours, even with the new chassis on Seb. So we've just got to keep going and hope they can hold out for as long as they can. I just saw it there. Schumacher got the overtake on Sebastian. Around the outside into the new section, that new corner, and then superior grip of the mediums against the hards. That was pretty much an inevitability right there. Knew it was going to happen. And now Stroll's lurking around with Magnussen in tow. Saying that though, Vettel is still keeping pace with Schumacher, so let's see if we can stick with this for the time being. Magnussen's on the back of Stroll, so let's go for an overtake with Sebastian. See if he can keep pace with Schumacher. And again, I can just see Stroll very aggressively shut the door there on Magnussen. A little bit forceful there from Stroll, but he's definitely gotten closer to Sebastian than Sebastian has to Schumacher. Schumacher's got a little bit of a gap now. Hopefully he doesn't pull too far away. But we're in the DRS train, so it's not. For some reason, Seb hasn't got DRS, but he's still going down the inside. What a dive! Sebastian went for the dive. It didn't work, but he saw the gap and went for it. And he's going to follow Schumacher all the way down the straight now. Is he going to go for another dive? Yes, he is. He's alongside. Come on, Seb. Nothing from me in play here. He's just doing it for himself. Right, we're going to push on the fuel. Push on the fuel. See if we can get this. Come on, Seb.
Stop lifting,
He's still down the inside. He's still got it side by side. Oh, he's backed out of it. A little bit twitchy through that last part of the corner, and he backed out of it for sensible thing, really. Otherwise, that was going to be a massive crash waiting to happen. Seb, meanwhile, he should have. Yeah, he still should have DRS. So Schumacher's not getting away from him, but he's not being enough of a threat to Schumacher at the same time. And as I say that, Vettel has gone and overtaken Schumacher. Yep, down the straight with DRS. Just missed that as I pulled onto the fast forward. But yeah, no, he's made the move and made it stick again.
Haas with an overtake.
And as I say that again, Schumacher's gone and re-overtaken him, and Magnussen as well in the replay. He's overtaken Stroll, and he's now starting to get involved. Oh, it's only going to be a matter of time now. Schumacher's pulled a massive gap because of that. Schumacher's gotten a massive gap because of that time there. And Magnussen has too now overtaken Vettel. So, yeah. There's the inevitability. And now Stroll is overtaking Vettel. What is going on with Sebastian? I better put him back on. Oh, no. He's used a lot of fuel. He's used a lot of fuel in that for absolutely nothing. So we better put him back on conserve. But yes, I don't know what's going on there. Seb has dropped off a little bit pace-wise compared to Stroll. The Hasses are now getting away now. We've officially lost them, and it's only 9 laps in. But yeah, Sebastian back around the outside, clearing around the outside. So yeah, another back and forward session between us and the Williams, it seems. As Stroll has now got Albon for company. But we are going longer than them, and we're going to be in the faster tyre at the end anyway. So I'm not too fussed about that, where they are now, because we're pretty much equalised on pace, even if we are on the worst tyres anyway. Right, just want to quick update here. Several of the top runners have already pitted on lap 15 already onto a second set of tyres, and that includes Mick Schumacher, who's now dropped between the two Williams. Well, and Latifi's also pitted as well, so they're doing the two-stop, the alternative two-stop of medium, hard, medium, while me, Vettel with Vettel and Stroll are going to stretch these hards as long as we can to around the lap 30 range, and then go on to mediums until the end. So there are other people still on mediums. A lot of the front guys are still on the mediums as well, but it's a bit baffling that they would try that strategy. I also want to say that the Hasses, even though they got away from us, they didn't pull away at a ridiculous rate as they did before. And while I was speeding up, both my guys and the two Williams were flip-flopping positions all the time. I didn't show them on the replays because it's third race of the season. It's just pretty much copy-paste at the moment. But Vettel has been leading most of it, and the drag reduction seems to be making an effect because the DRS trend that they've been forming, they haven't lost all that much time as they normally would have done to the Hasses. If I go on the overview, you see there's Stroll. Tsunoda's already pitted, but Magnussen is only just up with Bottas going into sector 3 now. Normally they would be roughly around where Norris, the two McLarens and Gasly are from as the gap between us. So the drag reduction definitely has made an effect, but it's still we still need to sort out like the cornering prospects and that. So doing the rear wing and then the front wing when the engineers become available, that's definitely going to be the way forward. And I want to sort out the head of aerodynamics as well, so the perk boosters will be a lot better than what we have now, because we literally have the worst head of aerodynamics in our team. He's the second lowest rated overall in the pool of staff we have. So that speaks volumes really about how bad we are in the corners. I just want to say as well, I've noticed, been following Sebastian ever since Tsunoda came out from his pit box, from his making his stop, and Vettel latched onto the back of him. He's actually overtaken him. So as soon as these cars get into groups and start racing each other, so long as they stick in the DRS, they can get pulled along at a decent pace. So Vettel's actually done well to outperform himself. So Tsunoda's going to overtake him again naturally. I mean the cars that they've got are so much better, but he hasn't been able to drop Vettel even when he gets back ahead of him. So it's encouraging. We just need a better car all round in total. And Stroll, he's in the background. Albon's made his stop now as well. So these guys can literally just go around at their own pace now. We're on lap 24. We've still got a few laps left until our stops, about 9 laps or so before we start making the stops. But with Stroll, actually, I'm going to go a bit more aggressive with him. We'll see if I can pit him a little bit earlier. Actually, that's probably a bad idea. No, we'll stick to the strategy. With the guys, and hopefully we can at least maintain where we are. Or if Schumacher gets held up a bit, you never know. We could have at least like one more position. It's better than nothing. Right, we've just entered the pit window on lap 30. I know Seb's going to lap 34 and Stroll is going to 33. He's coming in a lap earlier. I just know, who's that? Yeah, oh no, I'm following Stroll. So Schumacher's already caught up to him. Vettel is a little bit further up the track, but I know for a fact Schumacher's going to be pitting again because he pitted early for his hard stint. Oh, we've just had a notification. Multiple cars have crashed. And that's in, where was it? Sector 3. Here we are. Crash involving multiple cars. So who... oh, no. Did Max Verstappen crash into Williams while trying to lap it? He did! Oh, no! Oh, no. The ever-increasing disaster of Max Verstappen. He's crashed into a Williams trying to lap it. And he's got a penalty for it as well. So, right, we're on lap 33 now. We're going to pit Stroll now for his medium tyre stint. And we're going to box him in this lap.
Box.
So he's going to come in now.
Okay, I'm happy to box.
He's near the end of the lap, so we can just keep him going as he is. With Vettel, he's going to go. He's going to keep on going. He's still got a decent amount of percentage on his tyres yet. He's still got 42. But, oh my word, what happened to Verstappen? Yeah, missing his front wing. I'm not too sure. I think that might have been Albon he actually crashed with, which is a big surprise if he did. But this is now the third race in a row where Max Verstappen has locked up, and it's cost him massively. He's got a pit now. He's missing the entire front wing end plate. There's no way he's going to carry on like this. Yeah, it was Albon he crashed into. So what's going to happen now? Ignore for the time being. You can still keep on going for at least one more lap, Seb, so you're fine. But, yeah, Albon continues on, so he didn't get much damage. But there goes Verstappen in, and he's got a penalty to serve as well. Oh, the ever-increasing disaster. Meanwhile, the two Ferraris are fighting it out at the front. They're going hammer and Tom. Perez is nowhere. He's still down the straight. But yeah, it's literally just a fight between the Ferraris now for this win. Sainz is currently heading Leclerc, but he has got to pit again. He's only got 63% of his tyres, while Leclerc's got 80. So Leclerc's definitely on the one stop, as opposed to Sainz. Meanwhile, here's Sebastian. He's currently behind Magnussen, but Magnussen's already made his stop. So we're going to go on with Vettel for one more lap after this one. Right, Seb's going to come in now, so I'm going to back off on that. We'll keep him on. Actually, no, we'll keep him on push. We'll have him pushing out the pit lane. And then Stroll, we're actually going to tell you to push as well, because you've got plenty of fuel. Albon's not a threat. The Williams are actually not a threat in this race, so the strategy has definitely worked in our favour, along with Verstappen doing us a solid by wiping out Albon. So we don't have to worry about fighting him for a whole race anymore. So Seb comes out. He's going to be out of the pit lane. Oh, the Ferraris went side by side into turn one. There, just as Seb came out of the pit lane. Everything's all calm. Everything's all calm in our world for a change this time. Not so much for the Ferraris, because they've got another easy one too, but the way what we saw happen with Verstappen, Ferrari are going to probably be sweating at the fact that these two might take each other out, which is definitely not something that needs to happen. Meanwhile, Perez, he's just lapped one of the Williams. Hamilton's all by himself. He's broken away from this pack, which is led by Verstappen, but I imagine Verstappen will catch Hamilton the way he's going. He's yeah, I don't know what's going on with Verstappen in my career mode. He's had 3 big mistakes at the first 3 races, and he hasn't really recovered from them. In fact, each mistake has led to a worse mistake. And he's not finished on the podium once, which is yeah, that's quite surprising in my career mode. I know I've watched some other career modes. They had some really mad they've really had some mad results. But
okay
Russell's
on fuel, so you
gonna
can do what you want
have a
to
go at Verstappen around the outside in turn
Copy.
1, and he's done it. He's gone right round him.
Safe
So,
fuel, safe fuel.
so Seb, hang on, Verstappen here, yeah, he's already been overtaken by Russell, and now he's susceptible to Bottas in the Alfa Romeo. So yeah, that mistake after a mistake is definitely having a knock-on effect on how these drivers perform in the races. It's a definite thing, because Verstappen should not be in this position after 3 rounds fighting for 6th place with the Mercedes. It just shouldn't be happening. Right, just looking at Stroll. He has been slowly getting caught by Albon, but I know for a fact Albon, he's on 29% tyre wear, so he has to be coming in soon, and that'll be him out of the way. Perez is now pit, Hamilton's now pit, Ocon's pit again. So those guys are doing the delayed 2 stop. Sainz has already come in as well, so he's had his second stop. Leclerc's no doubt got to have to come in as well. So looking at him where he is on track. Sainz is with Sebastian by the looks of it. So he's come out with Sebastian. They're already a lap down. Perez has still got a decent gap to Verstappen, but he's got the fresher tyres, so I doubt Verstappen's going to be able to do anything of that nature. I don't know about Gasly and Russell. They're on hards. They could be going to the end, but it may be a late soft run for them. And then you've got Hamilton and Ocon who have pit. Joe, he's got to pit again. He can't take those tyres that long. And then all the rest of these guys are going to the end. Tsunoda and Schumacher have pitted. Whereabouts are we? Oh, we're nowhere near them. Oh, we might be near Schumacher. Schumacher's at the end of the pit lane. Tsunoda's come out. So let's watch Schumacher's stop. So he goes on to the mediums. And where are we? We're coming down the pit straight now. Are we actually going to get ahead of this? Are we actually going to get ahead of the Haas? Have we done it?
You can stop, lift and coast.
I can't see. Yes, we have. Schumacher was still in the pits. He had a slow stop. Okay, so our race just got a little bit more entertaining. We're actually ahead of another car beside our teammate in the Williams. So let's see if Vettel can pull this out. Let's go on to Stroll. We'll get him to push as well. We've got plenty of fuel. He is not actually far behind Schumacher himself. So if we can get Stroll up there to catch up, we could be in. We could actually have an additional position, boys. We actually could have a good race on our hands. Right, we're on lap 50 now. We are a lap down, so it's 49 for us. Schumacher has been catching slowly, but not at the rate I thought he would. And also, we've had back markers come through. We've had the 2 Red Bulls come through, and Vettel has been racing Verstappen ever since he's been overtaken by him, which is actually quite funny that he's doing that. But he's using Verstappen to actually pull him along. So it's definitely helped out in his favour. Schumacher's back here, and Stroll hasn't really... Well, Stroll's completely dropped back from that fight now. I thought he was going to at least try and catch at the same rate. But, yeah, that just shows without the chassis upgrade that Vettel has, that wasn't the case, unfortunately. And then, yeah, Albon is all the way back here. Latifi's all the way back here. So we have actually had a much better race this race, all things considered, if you consider our pace to the Williams. We haven't been completely outclassed this time by the entire field. And Vettel has actually had some good pace on the long stints to actually get ahead of Schumacher on the 2-stop. So, yeah, the chassis upgrade, qualifying didn't show it, but the race pace overall of that drag reduction on the chassis upgrade definitely pays dividends in the race distance. So we're going to get the new second part in for Stroll's car, and then we'll develop 2 more as spares. So we've got 4 chassis to work with. You have to be careful with the cost cap though. We can only do so much with the parts on each part of the car as well. But that's also for staff and HQ facility upgrades. So we're going to have to be careful on how we spend our money and where we spend it for the season. So we're going to put both of them on push now. They've got the fuel to push for a little bit longer. But yeah, all in all, race pace wise, definitely better than before. Definitely better than what we were at Jeddah now. The fact that we were able to outpace one of the Hasses at least, even though they were on the 2-stop. He is still catching slowly, but I doubt he's going to be able to get in a position to overtake Sebastian before the end of the race. And commentator's curse has struck again. We've only got a few laps left, and Schumacher has closed up significantly because we've only got 45% tyres left on Sebastian's car. And if we look at the intervals, Schumacher's only 1.1 behind, so he is going to be in DRS range soon. I'm going to have to be very careful with how I play this because we haven't got much tyre left and we haven't got much fuel left either. We're still going to have enough to make it to the end, but I'm going to have a play around with the ERS now. So we're going to go on to the straight. We're going to deploy, try and get as much distance between us and Schumacher as we can. He has got DRS though, so I'm going to probably have to stick with this until the end. Because now Schumacher is right on our chuff now. So I'm going to have to put all my faith in Seb to try and keep back his younger protege until the end of the race. We're going to put Stroll back onto balance for his fuel. He's got no one near him. But as for Sebastian, I'm going to stick with this. Oh no, Schumacher's all over the back of him now. He's all over the back of him now. So defend. And we're going to... We've got a little bit more fuel we can push. We can push. Right, back to neutral. Harvest a little bit up here. And then harvest up to this corner. We're going to go through here. And then we're going to hit defend out of the corner. Try and protect ourselves from the hard charging mech. And into the braking zone. Onto harvest, build the battery back up. We have not got much battery to play with, so we're going to be managing this finally. Oh, Schumacher had a look into the last section, and we're on to defend again. Come on, Seb. He got a little bit wiggly out off that corner. Oh, Schumacher's got him. That's not good.
3 more laps.
Just got to hope Vettel can stick with him. It was doing so well. Vettel was doing so well to keep up with him. But we're out of battery as well. We haven't got much to play with. Don't need to see the overtake. I watched it happen in full time. Oh, it's so bad. He's already pulling away as well. Oh, we tried, guys. We tried, but in the end, yeah, he's already nearly a tenth back. He's out of DRS range. He's out of DRS range. If the, yeah, 1.8, 1.1. Oh, it was so good up until that point. He caught him on the last lap. 1.2, yeah, Seb's not going to catch him. The Haas is still just too damn quick in the corners for us to be able to do anything about it. I'm just going to follow Leclerc out of the final corner, dominating the Australian Grand Prix like he did in real life. Charles Leclerc takes the checkered flag. He wins the 3rd round at Australia, his 2nd in the season, I believe. And that is also going to be a Ferrari 1-2 as we cut to Sainz as he crosses the line as well. It's another Ferrari 1-2, back-to-back Ferrari 1-2s. Perez did not have any pace to answer for the Ferraris. And Verstappen, another what-if story. 3rd big mistake, 3rd lock-up, and another race out of the podium and his championship aspirations, unless he gets out of this slump, he's not going to be fighting for another championship this year. Vettel's already crossed the line too. He managed 17th. 1.7 behind Schumacher. If we'd been one lap less, we would have had it. Stroll crosses 18th. Ahead of the Williams were nowhere. They were 2 laps down compared to our 1 lap down. So that is the cut. We definitely got helped when Verstappen punted off Albon. Definitely, because Albon, he probably would have been harassing Stroll to the end like he did in Jeddah. But Vettel, with that new chassis upgrade, as I said earlier, didn't show in qualifying, but during the race he definitely had a lot more pace to give. It took Schumacher a while to catch up with him, even with fresher tyres. So the aerodynamics are definitely key to where we need to improve. That's definitely a good thing. So new head of aerodynamics when the scouting on that guy is finished.
The team is ranked in 9th in the constructor
And then
stand.
hopefully with the rear wing, after the rear wing has been done, researched, we can do a front wing as well. And also we got the floor coming at the same time. So hopefully, with a bit of luck, the aerodynamics will improve to the point where we can actually start challenging these midfield guys more consistently. But there you have it, yeah, 1-2 for Ferrari with Sainz getting the fastest lap. Perez, Verstappen, then Mercedes 5 and 6, Ocon, Gasly, Bottas and Alonso rounding out the top 10. Verstappen, man, Verstappen, I am actually surprised at how this version of Verstappen in my game is performing. He has had 3 consecutive mistakes at all first 3 races. He's locked up at all of them, and this was the worst one because he ended up hitting a back marker. If he had hit while he was racing someone like Sainz or Leclerc or something, I could understand. But he did it on a back-marking Williams. That is just not something that should be happening if the game didn't have a mechanic in it for momentum and what's the word I'm looking for? Focus. We'll use focus like the real F1 22 game. But yeah. He's 12 points behind Sainz. No, sorry, he's not 12 points behind Sainz. What am I saying? He's 9 points behind Sainz. But he has not, I'm pretty certain, yeah, he hasn't finished a single race on the podium and he's had 2 pole positions. So I don't know what's going on there. Sainz has got 3 podiums. He's finished on the podium at all 3 races, as has Perez and Leclerc. So yeah, these top 3 are the only guys who have been on the podium. Max has not seen the podium once since this season has started, and that is quite surprising for me in this career mode. Ferrari extend their lead with that 1-2 ahead of Red Bull. Mercedes, they're still solid 3rd at the moment. Alpine, they have extended their gap to Alfa Romeo. They scored 2, they doubled points scored as opposed to Alfa Romeo only getting Bottas in. Alpha Tauri, Gasly had a solid result as well. I forgot to mention this. Gasly actually got P8. So that's a great result for Alpha Tauri. They move up ahead of Haas now. But we, as you can see, we're still with Williams on 0. But the signs are good. With that chassis, running that chassis for Vettel this race was a good idea, because that's now giving me an insight into how bad the aerodynamics are. So the aerodynamics are definitely where we need to focus more on for cornering, because straight line speed we were okay on, but it's just like the traction out of the corners and that. For every other car has got us on the corners, no matter what we do. So that's going to be a slow building with the aerodynamics. Like I said, we can only do so much with the cost cap, but we can definitely improve on. We've actually got a development point boost for Stroll as well, so we can finally upgrade whatever his chief mechanic says. All the usual incomings and that. We haven't spent much, so. Yep, there it is. After the race, we've got the second chassis. So we're going to leave it there for now, guys. We'll go through that in the next episode. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the episode. Do leave a like if you did. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video. I am David Clayton of KZR Racing. See you again next time for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Goodbye.